Welcome to the Gloss Show. Once again, I just want to say thank you so much for all of you that have been showing love. And if it's your first time here, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button because this is a place to grow. This is a place that we're gonna learn so much about life, lesson, and have different perspectives because it's something that we're missing in this world. Dialogue. And I encourage you, when you do watch the videos, let me know if you agree or disagree. Comment below. Let me know what you think about a certain topic. This gonna help the channel grow, and it's gonna help reach many, many, many more people. So I just want to get straight into the topic today. Today we're just gonna talk about, the power of emotional control. The power of controlling your feelings, um, and how you can do it, and how it can save you so much. Because yesterday my bro sent me a picture of what had happened recently. Um, and let's just go straight into it. I'm going to read it and then we're going to talk about it. So, former New York Jets first round pick Darren Lee consulted ChatGPT about how to cover up the murder of his girlfriend, who he allegedly beat and stabbed to death last month, according to the prosecutors. Lee, 31, allegedly sent the disturbing messages to chatbot days before Gabriela Carvalho Perpetua was found by the police dead on the floor in blood-soaked home in Tennessee. Prosecutors revealed Monday during a preliminary hearing for the former linebacker. WCTV reported, "Don't know, quote, don't know what to do right now, fiance. Did her crazy thing again, and now she's messed up. I wake up and she has two swollen eyes. I didn't do anything, self-inflicted. She stabbed herself, slit her eye. I don't know, but she isn't waking up or responding. What do I do?" He asked ChatGPT. So, just by reading this, first, we have to understand that no matter how much you're mad at somebody that you're in love with, going out of your way to either beat them up, kill them, that should never even cross your mind. I think when we think about the word love itself, I think love is commitment, love is sacrifice, and love is respect. And in most cases, a lot of people today tend to not understand that because a lot of people. That's why I said when people are being fed so much junk from the media where they see all these things that are being normalized in music, all these things that are being normalized in movies or on certain platforms that they tend to come across, they think it's okay until it backfires, So I'm gonna speak to the guys. The guys, man, I just feel like a lot of you guys need to start controlling your emotions. There's a saying that the most dangerous man in the room or the most dangerous man around is the man that cannot control their emotion. Because if you can't control your emotion as a man, you're gonna start acting violent, and that's why you see a lot of these criminals, a lot of these people that can't control their emotions tend to do something that they then later regret. We've seen it, we see it more and more. People who think, uh, people who just act before they think, people who make decisions where they think it's solely like beneficial to them in that moment, or they try to impress other people, but later on they don't know that it can either it can ruin their reputation, it can ruin their lives forever. Like for example, this guy, I don't care how much you are in a toxic relationship, but you have the choice to leave that toxic relationship. And I'm sick and tired of people allowing themselves to stay in places where uh, they're not growing as a person, in places where every day they complain about. They're saying, "Oh my God, like I'm with this person, she's stressing me out. She can't. Oh, I'm with this person, he's stressing me out." If that's how you feel about that person, I think the first thing that you should do is have a conversation with that person. I think that's where the maturity comes in. Sit down, have a conversation, see where you both are headed. See, okay, is this what you're looking for? Are we going to continue to do this? Are we going to continue to argue every single day? And if it's something that cannot be resolved, it's easier to part ways than to stay together and to continue to build upon all that stress and anger and whatever you want to call it. It's easier to just go, part ways. Go find somebody that can fulfill you. Stop staying with someone just because, okay, you've lived with this person, or you've slept with this person, or you've spent money on this person. So therefore, it's like they owe you something. No. If the person is not making you happy, if the person does not respect you enough, if the person does not love you or care for you, why are you wasting your time? For the young dudes that's gonna be watching this, or just anybody in general, you could be old, young, this is my advice to you. You need to start putting yourself first in all aspects of life. You can be with your partner, but then you have to allow yourself to secure your peace. I think you have to love your peace more than you love your partner. Because if you love your peace more than you love your partner, then it allows you to find ways to build yourself up. So that way you can also bring that peace into your relationship. Because a lot of people tend to think, I have to love my partner more than I love my peace. Because if you can't take care of yourself, how can you take care of somebody else? So for this guy, for example, for going out of his way to beat up his girlfriend, to stab her, and then the most stupidest thing that you can do as a human being is going on ChatGPT, asking a robot, how can I cover my murder? How can I cover this up? How can I make sure that this disappears? And then he self-inflicted himself, stating that she stabbed herself. Who stabs themselves in the eye? And I mean, who you punched her and you stabbed her. But who does that to themselves? Who can punch themselves and who can stab themselves just like that? If all of you said also, if we go back to the text, he said when he was asking ChatGPT, it had happened again. It's like it's something that was going on for a very long time. He probably used ChatGPT for all of his answers. And that's why you have to also, this is where instead of using the robots that you're talking to, you should start finding people who love and care for you, who are going to hold you accountable. People who you can go to and ask them for advice, and they're not going to pick sides. They're going to tell you exactly, hey, I think you're wrong here. And I feel like if you don't fix this problem yourself, you're going to lose a person that I know you truly love. If you don't fix yourself, you're going to lose yourself. You know? So people need to be mindful of that. You need to be mindful of that. For the ladies, I understand sometimes you get to fall in love with some dudes and you've given them your time and everything, and then sometimes you feel as if I can't leave this person, like this is my person. Ladies, it's okay to leave. It's okay to save yourself. And we don't know what happened. I don't know if the woman provoked him to do such thing, which he should never done. A lot of times when you come across a woman that can provoke you, the best thing to do is to walk away. And trust me, that wins every time. Basically, when you walk away from a problem, you have beaten the problem. When you can walk away and talk later nicely, calm, you have mastered some different level of maturity, because that is something that everybody looks for, but not everybody has. So, ladies, when it comes to a point where like you're arguing with the man and you know this guy he's violent, or this guy has some type of anger issues, don't provoke the guy. I don't support any type of domestic violence, but I don't also support when people provoke each other. If you're gonna sit here and argue with someone and provoke them, like, hit me, nigga, hit me, excuse my language, and then boom, they hit you, why did you put yourself in that position in the first place? If you already know the type of person that person is, start working away, walk away. And if it's something that's continuous, if it's something that continues and continues, sit down with that person. Tell them like, hey, like I'm sick and tired. I'm tired of you treating me this way. I'm tired of us arguing. I'm tired of us going back and forth. If we're trying to build this, if we're trying to build this to be something bigger, if we want this relationship to grow and become something bigger, wonderful, if we want to build a family in the future, buy a house, travel the world together, we have to start knocking down whatever issues that we have got going on. And first, it starts within yourself. What am I missing? What am I doing wrong? Okay, let me go ahead and fix that. Okay, and then what are we doing wrong? Let's go ahead and fix that. And I feel like that's just a way it's supposed to work. And I'm not a relationship expert. I'm not here to give you any type of therapeutic answers. But I'm here to, just have a conversation because after reading that, it has to actually help you understand, like, why put yourself in a position where you've already made it to a certain level. You've worked hard for a career that you wanted. And then because you can't control your emotions, you make a rash decision that costs your life. Now he's going to go to jail for the rest of his life. The guy was making probably like millions of dollars, playing the sports. But then all of a sudden, they have lost it all. And we've seen it so many times in the news where people have reached a certain level in life and then they start dating someone and then all of a sudden they do some dumb stuff and boom, it's all over. It's all taken away from them. So what I wanted you to get out of this episode today here is basically we must start controlling our emotions. Listen, if you allow anyone or anything to be in control of your emotions, to control how you think, how you feel, they have power over you. They have controlled you. If you allow anything to stress you out, if you allow anything to piss you off easily, if you allow anything to make you make stupid decisions, it is in control of you. And I know how we all hate being, allowing anything or anyone control us. So you have to start developing that consciousness of understanding, okay, the importance of being in control of your emotions, because the emotional part of being is highly important. So you need to start caring for that. So for the guys, if you're in an unhappy relationship right now, for the girls, if you are in an unhappy relationship right now, and you feel like this relationship is stressing you out and you can't take it anymore, my best advice to you is leave before it's too late. Leave. All the time that you're spending in that relationship being unhappy is going to cost you later on. Later on, you're going to look back and say how much you could have done this and that, but you wasted all the time on a person that doesn't value you, that doesn't respect you, or even love you. So I want you to take this message today and apply it into your life. Once again, this is the Gloire Show. Thank you for tuning in. Like I said, if it's your first time here and you've reached the end of this video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And if you've been here, please go ahead and comment below. Tell me what you think. What do you think people should do when they're in toxic relationships? Once again, appreciate you, and you all have a wonderful day. Peace.